I've had the same characters named Juniper and Rain stuck in my head for 2 years, and every time I draw them they look like shit. Love their dynamic and their story, but I just hated how they looked. Every time I drew them, it just didn't look like what was in my freaking brain. I ended up dropping them because I hated how they looked, but I'm constantly thinking about them. So I'm redesigning them and rewriting their story. Well, the story kind of stays the same, I'm just adding a little extra to it now. I pulled a bunch of references together and wrote down some ideas. Now, a little bit about these characters is that Juniper is a superhero. She was mutated and tested on as a child, but she doesn't remember any of that actually. The lab that she was tested in got destroyed somehow, and she lost all of her memories. She doesn't know anything about her mother or her father, and when she flew into a big city filled with people, they kind of assumed she was a superhero. And they gave her a lot of responsibilities she was not ready for. I see her more as a celebrity than a superhero. Yes, she saves the day and helps people, but she does a lot of modeling for magazines and interviews. She has brand deals. She has an agent. Not the greatest one though. What she doesn't have is friends. She can't trust anyone. Most of the time people are using her for her fame, for her money, for their weird stalkers. And dealing with that for 10 years made her a little bit depressed and crazy and yearning for a life that's normal and maybe not wanting to be a superhero anymore. I don't know. And ever since the disappearance of her rival, it's kind of all been going downhill, and she finally realizes how lonely her life actually is. Her rival is Rain, by the way. This outfit is what she wears to parties and what she wants to wear. She's confident, she's happy, she feels human. She starts going out every night and drinking. She kind of forgets that she's a superhero for a little bit. Yes, people notice her and recognize her, but she's too drunk to care. She's just trying to have a good time and forget all the responsibilities she has in the morning. She has a lot of things going on and she's coping in all the wrong ways. She just wants to live life and hide away from all of her responsibilities. But even after all the drinking, she wakes up alone and sad. Now, you might be wondering, why is she blue?
Why are you blue?
I would give her a normal skin tone, but I want her to stand out. It's harder for her to hide from all of her responsibilities and be a different person if she is blue. Like, everyone will notice her. When designing her superhero outfit, I wanted it to be very bland. It is not something she would design. It was probably a brand deal. I think it's really ugly and I hate it. I wanted to give her something cool, but I knew that making something ugly and boring that she would hate wearing would make her hate her job more. Like, I wouldn't want to go to work if I had to wear a stupid uniform. I wanted her to look very stiff and uncomfortable in her outfit because this isn't who she is and she hates being a superhero. I also believe she has different outfits depending on the weather, but this takes place during the summer, so she's wearing shorts and she has her arms out a little bit. She's been a superhero for 10 years. She started when she was like 13. She's gone through a lot of different outfits and designs, and I think that when she was younger and actually liked her job, her outfits were more her style, I guess. This takes place like modern times on kind of just like a different Earth. World building is hard. She had been struggling with her identity for a couple of years, but after accidentally ripping her rival's arm off and her rival going missing for like 2 years is when she started all of her bad habits and risking her reputation. She really liked Rain. She liked the attention she got from Rain, even if it was negative. She liked how Rain tried to find any way they could kill her. Rain kept her busy and kept her adrenaline pumping. She had other enemies, but Rain was different. Rain always came back, like every day, for 9 or 10 years. And Juniper might or might not like when Rain beats the absolute shit out of her. Mostly during hand-to-hand combat, she's a freak. Speaking of Rain, they are also a mutant, but because of Juniper. Once Juniper showed up, everyone kind of started wanting to make more mutants and testing on people, and sometimes people would give their children away for money in order for them to get tested on. Yeah, Rain was one of those kids. But they escaped. They didn't get any powers. They're just green and scaly now. It's not like Juniper has any powers other than like flight and a slight super strength. I don't really think she has anything else. Rain hates Juniper for all of that. You're the reason I got experimented on, so I must kill you. Rain hides in the shadows. I believe they live in a abandoned subway train. I'm stealing that from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Rain uses a lot of robots and tech. I don't really like the design I'm drawing right now. It's kind of stiff, but it was mostly just a warm up to get my ideas out there. I wanted to make them a rectangle, but I think I made them more of a triangle, which I'm fine with because I love triangles. They have a prosthetic hand now. I wonder why. Say, staring at Juniper. Rain is very evil scientist, and I love that so much. I love green, and I love evil scientists. They were made for me. In my old designs, I made Rain shorter than Juniper, but now I'm kind of feeling like tall and lanky and kind of scary, I think. They used to have a tail. They do not have that anymore. I don't know why I got rid of it. I feel like I've been talking about the characters a lot and not the story. I don't have it fully fleshed out, and there was an extra character that I just didn't feel like designing today, and I didn't know if I wanted to keep her in the story. But getting rid of her changes the story a lot more. But basically, it's been 2 years since Rain went missing. Everyone kind of thought they were dead after getting their arm ripped off. Juniper's going downhill. People are starting not to like her anymore. And then Rain just randomly shows up again. But a bit stronger than they used to be, which throws Juniper way off guard. And Rain ends up winning the fight. What? Juniper runs away. She realizes that she's not cut out for this anymore, and she needs to find a new superhero. And Rain is kind of left there like, I have no reason to be evil other than to fight Juniper. And now, with Juniper gone, a new big bad shows up and starts destroying the town. Bro, they were just waiting for you to crack under the pressure and leave the town defenseless. There was a big bad evil guy this whole time doing little things and waiting for Juniper to be vulnerable to do the big thing. I don't know what the big thing is yet. They want to take over the world, or they think mutants are bad. I don't know. Now Rain is kind of like, fuck, I need to go get Juniper. Rain knows exactly where Juniper is. I meant to bring this up, but Rain is obsessed with Juniper. It's only because they hate them. No other reason. Rain finds Juniper, they team up and slowly become friends, which is new to both of them because they've never had friends before. It's awkward, they fight, they share glances, their fingers brush up against each other sometimes, but they're just working together to find out how to defeat the bad guy. They don't actually like each other. It's like that clip in Peabody and Sure.
It's not like I want to hold her hand or go to the park or watch her while she's brushing her hair.
This is canon now. Mr. Peabody's me. Anyway, thank you for listening to my rambles about these guys that have been stuck in my brain for 2 freaking years. My other OCs aren't even that old. I stole Juniper and Rain's freaking story for them. Oh my god, Silas and Kieran, you need a rewrite. I'm sorry. I want to make more Juniper and Rain content. I have ideas for animatics in my head. Plan on making a playlist for them. So look forward to seeing more of them. I don't think they're gonna go away anytime soon. I mean, they've been stuck with me for 2 years. Either way, if you want me to draw your funny little characters or you just want to support me, I have a Ko-Fi with commissions. Anyway, thank you again. I really like making videos like this and talking about my OCs. These OCs are really important to me. Anyway, bye! Guys, I do plan on adding other characters to this story. I just can't think of what they would be to the main characters. Like, I don't want them to have friends. I make a robot. Comment down below if you want to see a robot.